Okay, tonight we're having pork chops. I'm having a little bit of the ham steak. I used a ham steak for my husband's macaroni salad this week for lunch. So with the macaroni salad, I just have little tiny noodles, a can of peas, some ham steaks that I actually cooked up, some shredded cheese. So I put that all in a bowl with a little bit of onion and a little bit of celery, salt and pepper, and then in a separate bowl I mixed I would say about a tablespoon and a half of mayonnaise, probably a tablespoon of milk, stirred that up, added that to the macaroni mix, stirred it through, and that's his macaroni salad. He's trying to switch out from eating so much bread and so much carbs because he eats bread twice a day and sometimes 3 times, and we've got to cut bread out. So I'm just giving him about 1/8 of a cup serving of pasta, and he's going to be removing a cheese stick from his lunch. And then I'm giving him a package of cut up apples, and he's going to be removing a candy bar from his lunch. And then we're going to go with like a beef stick or something like that, and then he's going to remove the Cliff Bar from his lunch. So we're going to give him a little bit more protein and a lot less carb and sugar to see if we can get him to lose some weight, because he does have a surgery coming up. So tonight he's going to have some pork chops. I'm going to have a little bit of ham. He's going to have Brussels sprouts, some squash, and some rice. And it is a heavy carb meal tonight. Unfortunately, we have 4 or 5 boxes of rice that we do need to eat. So he's going to get about half a cup of rice. I think all total he'll get about 3 ounces of pork, all of these Brussels sprouts, and then about a 1/4 cup of squash. And then, of course, most nights we don't have dessert. And then at supper time, unless we're having French toast, we also don't have bread or crackers or anything like that. And then all he eats before he goes to bed is about a 1/4 cup of applesauce that doesn't have sugar added to it, and then that's it. So we're trying to change a lot of different things out. More protein, 2 or 3 vegetables per meal, and a lot less sweets, carbs, stuff like that. So this is tonight's meal. And as far as I'm going to have a little bit of rice. I'm going to have about 1/8 of a cup of rice, those 2 little pieces of ham, and 1 fried egg, and a little bit of squash. Okay, tonight's supper is fried potatoes, and that's enough for two meals and a breakfast, a side for breakfast. So I had some that I had to get used up, and so there they are, fried up, and some bratwurst. I fried the whole package, and I'll put put them in the freezer. And you can do that. You can unfreeze something, fry it up, and freeze it back again. So I'm going to put all but one back in the freezer. I've got some Nathan's sauerkraut and some asparagus for supper. For my meal, I'm having salad with chicken strips. So I think this looks really good.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Kim. Tonight's video is going to feature some meals that I'm cooking in the very beginning. Just going to show you me at the stove cooking up meals, what we're having for supper, talking about leftovers or what it cost or whatnot. And then the second half of the video is going to feature our February fill-in shopping haul. So that's tonight's video. Going forward, my next video is going to be a pantry tour, and in that pantry tour I'm going to discuss what I want to build my pantry with, what type of ingredients, what I'm going to use those ingredients for, and how much it's going to cost just to build up a pantry with ingredients in that for a household with 2 adults with fairly hearty appetites. And so we're going to work on that, and then in future videos there's going to be some little bit on this channel about starting up my garden, just starter plants or seeds, and then how I grow food and flowers in a very small space. So if you're interested in learning how to grow food and flowers in a small space, you may want to tune in just for some of the intro videos, or hit the link in the description box for my other channel where I am going to be featuring plenty of gardening and my roses. I grow David Austin roses. If that sounds interesting, please hit the subscribe button for that channel as well. After that, we're going to have videos with cleaning and organizing, some discussion about us moving, obviously some travel this summer in different places that we're going to go to. We're going to keep on that pantry and do meal planning according to our pantry ingredients. We'll probably do a freezer challenge, get used up all the rest of the vegetables that I processed last summer, and then you'll see us going to different CSA or farmers markets and picking up vegetables again and processing them for next summer. It'll probably be pretty light on that since we're planning on moving, but if any of those videos sound interesting to you, please hit the subscribe button for this channel. Thank you for joining me here. I hope you're all well, and I'll see you again.
Okay, tonight we did our little fill-in shop in February. Today is the 16th, so this fill-in shop will last us from the 16th until probably the last week of February, and then definitely we'll want to go get some more fresh produce. We really probably could do a once a month, and we had for years, but after you get used to having fresh produce in the house where you can get, I've got a lot of frozen vegetables that we are going through. In fact, we probably only got 2 packages of squash. I think I had over 100 pounds. I think we've got of produce that I had processed last summer and fall. I think it was close to 100 pounds, 97 I think. And now I've just got 2 1-pound packages of squash, and I think I still got 8 cobs of corn, and then I've got some kernel corn. And other than that, we've used up all of the stuff that I processed, so probably a good, 90 pounds. We generally eat vegetables 3-4 times a week, and when we do, we eat, 2 vegetables, 3 vegetables at a time. So this fill-in shop is almost always, if there's a special occasion coming up, a special holiday coming up, a special meal that we're going to be having, or we want some fresh produce, that's when we go shopping. We used to go shopping every week. That's just too tempting. You go into the store and there's something, I've always said, something in Walmart or Aldi every week, and it always ends up in the cart, and we just can't do that anymore. So we're doing a once a month big shop, and then just going to the store to fill in whatever dairy we might be out of and whatever produce. But I did see this Walton film. I actually saw it at Christmas time. I'm not sure how much it was then, but it was $7.50 today. At first, when I looked at the cover, I don't know who any of these people are, or really, but on the back, I do see John Boy Walton, Richard Thomas, and I just absolutely adore him. So evidently, he's weaved into this new story or old story, whatever it is. It's a Christmas special. I have all the Walton series and all the movies they made. So I thought I'd add this to my collection because this is my absolute favorite of anything that's ever shown up on TV. This is it for me. I think ER would be the second thing, and I've also got that entire series. So those 2 series have meant a lot to me as an adult, and then when I was younger, of course, Little House on the Prairie was it. So, Kitty, we have a 16-year-old Kitty. I'm trying to make a guide for him on my blog. My blog is down right now. I don't know what WordPress is up to, but I don't know what they're doing, but my blog keeps coming and going and coming and going. So right now it's down, but I am trying to make a cat care guide. Our cat is 16 years old in May, and of course the 16-year-old cat's going through a lot. There's some dementia there, and he's lost a little bit of weight, and cats at a certain point can't taste or smell anymore. They won't eat anything that they can't smell. Everything is foreign with dementia. He's paranoid and isolates, and just a myriad of things that he's going through. So I did try I think it's Fell Away spray that's supposed to give him a chill pill. That did just the opposite. So I just went back to tried and true organic catnip. So that chills him out, makes him happy. There we have it. Bought some cheese. Like I said, I might have said earlier, I'm going to be learning how soon to make my own crackers. Once in a while, I would like to have some cottage cheese, and so I got these. These were $1 a piece at Walmart. This was $2.52 at Walmart. I went to get my regular jar of pickles. I do have pickles on a regular basis because they're fermented. I always buy the ones that are cold, not the ones that are shelf stable. because this is one of my only sources of fermented food that I'm able to eat that I actually don't get sick, thank God, from, because pickles are it for me. I mean, besides jelly beans, I wouldn't want to live in a world where I couldn't eat a pickle. So those work for me. I had to buy the big jar because, or the big container, because the littler jars were all frozen. This was $8.98 for 64 fluid ounces. That'll last a while. We needed some mild cheddar. I'm going to be making my husband a macaroni salad for work this week. Some Italian shreds in that. We use those on salads. This year is kind of going to be looking to find items, food items and pantry items that don't have sugar or very, very low sugar. There are some of them out there. Now, I used to buy my ketchup from Thrive. Thrive's a little bit too expensive for me to join. I think it's $60 a year or something. And then you don't get free shipping till $49. And when I first tried for Thrive, they let you do a $5 a month subscription. Now it's $12 a month, and you only had to buy, I believe it was either $25 or $30 worth of groceries before free shipping kicked in. So, and I was never very happy with their shipping. So I've just kind of given that up. So we're going to try some no sugar added Heinz ketchup. And there really is no sugar added, and less than 1 gram altogether. So we'll give that a shot. I don't understand why you would need sugar in ketchup. But there you have it. Bought some flowers. Each bouquet was $4.97, I believe it is. And then I split it up, one big one and one smaller one, for our anniversary. We're going to be married. We're together for 30 years, and we're going to be married 29 of those years come Wednesday. Stopped at Aldi quick, got some more cleaning erasers. They were, well, this ketchup was I think it was $4.82. It was quite expensive. Another brand that we were going to get, something kitchen. I don't remember what it was. $7.92 that one was. So we stuck with this, but $4.82 is really expensive, especially when it doesn't have sugar. These are under $2 at Aldi, and they work just as good as the name brand. I got this English cucumber, 95 cents at Aldi. Classic white bread, it was $1 something at Aldi. Some hot dog buns. We're going to have brats this week, and we always use hot dog buns for those. And those were under $1 at Aldi. And then we got these eggs. They were I think they were $2.26 at Walmart. Goodwill, this was just something my husband picked up. It's at Walmart right now for sale in the $7.50 bin. This is a really, really good movie. Heartbreaking, really. $7.50 at Walmart. We got it for $1.99 tonight. And then I got some dishes at Goodwill. I'll show those at the end. Kitty got some food. Like I said, he's older. He can't smell anymore. He's kind of finicky. These types of gravies, this is the thing for you. Well, actually, it's this one that's seems like it must be going out of stock or whatever. It has a different colored sticker, and it's going for 75 cents today. So when they don't have a smell, you put this smelly stuff, I guess, on the food. So I read online. I would have never dreamt of it. And this entices a cat to then eat their food, because our cat eats all wet food with a tiny, tiny bit of dry. So we picked up those. Those were $1.12, and his kitty food is still 88 cents a can, so 2 cases of that. Easter candy was, of course, available. I refused to buy anything that was more than $4. There is stuff for either $4 or $6. There's about 9 little miniature caramellos in here, and that was $2. I have a Russell Stover caramel bunny. He was under $3. My husband doesn't want one this year. I bought this bag of Skittles. I know they're basically poisonous, but every now and again I do like a Skittle. So, and then I usually eat candy a little bit at Easter and a little bit at Christmas. So I'll probably just eat a couple little bags, and each bag probably has 5 in it, and my husband will eat the rest. These were $3.88. And a bag of Pastel Blend Peanut M&Ms were $4.88. I bought that over the limit because hubby wanted those. He loves peanut M&M. Then we went to the produce, we got 2 3-pound bags of Pink Lady apples for $3.19 at Walmart, 2 bags of these shelled peanuts. Each one of those were $10.88. All the birds love these peanuts. It is kind of expensive, but when they're trying to keep warm, and we don't know what weather's yet to come in Wisconsin, when they're trying to keep warm or pre-breeding season, post-breeding season, which I guess is going to start up any time here now, they need fat like this to give them energy. Now, a lot of our birds came back this week and this weekend, so I actually am doing the Cornell, I don't know if it's called the bird watch or bird count. It's February 16th through the 19th, where for however long I want every day, I take count of all the birds I see and all the birds I hear each day, and then turn it into Cornell Lab. And so it's very interesting. My first year as a bird watcher doing such a thing. And the starlings were back today, which they weren't supposed to be back till mid-March. And they believe that the red-winged blackbirds may be around. I saw my first robin the other day sitting up in a tree, just one robin. And so, yeah, we have a lot of birds that are still, we have trumpeter swans out at the local refuge that are back. They usually don't come back for another month. So our birds are ramping up for probably territorial stuff and breeding and God knows what. And I feel bad for them because I sure hope we don't have any more really, really bad weather. So we bought these 2. It'll last quite a while, probably well into mid-spring. $10.88 a piece. Like I said, the apples were $3.19 for 3 pounds. My lettuce again for $4.86. A head of cauliflower was $1.19. A head of red cabbage was 95 cents. Celery was $2.82. Broccoli, I'm not sure, 180 something, 188. A pound, and I think we got probably $2.50 worth of broccoli. These potatoes were the cheapest ones there. They were $3.88, so under $4 for those. These were $1.98 a pound for some Bartlett pears. Then regular bananas and organic bananas. And then my husband already put away orange juice. A couple other things that he put away in there. All total, our grocery bill, plus we ate out at Culver's for our anniversary, and our thrift haul was $14. So Walmart, Aldi, a thrift haul. We ate out for our anniversary. I had a cup of coffee, and a thrift haul was $168. So what we spent at the first of the month for our grocery haul plus $168 is actually what our monthly grocery bill is, and then we had extra money on the side to do some of the stock-ups, and I've had one stock-up video, and then before this video is released, I'll have released the second part of the stock-up video. So we've managed to, put a little more food in the refrigerator and freezer. We have plenty of meat. Like I said, we still have frozen vegetables left. We just basically went out this time before the end of February to get some fresh vegetables and to buy some stuff for our animals, for our rabbits and the birds. So that's it for this haul. Hope everyone's doing well, and I'll see you again in the next video.